Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacquelyn Lopez, and today I am on day 9 of the 12 days of Christmas crafts. I am going to be sharing how to do this very lush and full greenery garland. It was very inexpensive to make. Thankfully, I already had most of the supplies at home, with the exception of having to buy a couple more greenery picks. If you buy these at any store, even with a discount, they will still be much more than it cost me to make them. So let's just go ahead and get into it. The supplies that I will be using is 3 feet of this non-lit branch garland. And then I only end up using 3 of the green juniper and 5 of the pine green picks. This garland comes at 9 feet from Walmart for $1.98. I'm going to use some tin snips to cut it into only 3 feet, and I'm going to cut this end as well. And to keep it from scratching anything, I'm just going to fold it in so that it doesn't scratch my table. Now the next part is very easy. All you have to do is fluff it out. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect. Don't worry about it. I am, however, trying to keep the bottom as flat as I can, because these type of branches that it has are not what we want in our garland. This is just going to be filler, and it's what we're going to use to attach the picks to it. So again, this is just the bottom base of it. It's just to add some nice full thickness to our garland. Now that it's all fluffed up, I'm just going to fold it in half so that I can see where my center is, and I'm going to start working at the center. Again, all I'm going to do is take these branches that are wired, and I'm just going to use it to wrap it around. That way I don't have to use any glue, any floral wire, anything. I'm going to use just the branches to keep it in place, and again, that just adds to the fullness and it hides the bottom stem of it. And again, it doesn't even move. You saw me shake it and it didn't move. Now the picks, you can add them all in one direction. That's how you get them at the store. Because you are DIYing this, you have full control of how it will lay. Because I will have this on my dining room table, I do want it to go in opposite sides so that I have a very clear center to my garland. All I'm going to do again is add the pine ones first, because again, this is kind of the base of it. So we have the bottom, which is the cheap garland, and then we're going to add these pine ones that are the type of branch that I like, which are these plasticky kinds. That's going to be our center of our garland. You'll notice that I didn't go all the way to the end of our garland, so I'm keeping all of the pine pieces at about 3 feet. So I'm meeting edge with edge when it comes just to the pine garland, and I'll show you what I'm going to do when I add our green juniper. At this point, you can go ahead and stop, and all you would have used are 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pine needles and the base garland. And that already looks really nice and lush, but I do want to add some of this green juniper that I did end up breaking up into smaller branches, because this is just the accent greenery. And I'm going to attach them the same way as I did the pine needles, which was, the pine picks is using the branches of our cheap base garland. And I'm also just sticking them in the wrapped pieces that I already had for the pine picks, and it's staying perfectly in place. Now this is what I wanted to show you. I am adding the green juniper here at the end, so that is the piece that will lay flat on my table. So this will take it about 4 inches over the 3 feet on each side. And then I'm going to take more of this juniper green picks to fill up my center. I did have that center piece left open like that because I knew I wanted to fill it up with that, since again, it's the accent piece and I want the accent to be right in the center as well as in the ends. Now all you have to do is fill up any holes. Again, I am taking one of these pine picks. I keep trying to say pine needles, and I'm going to break it up into smaller pieces to help fill in any holes, and I'm also going to fill in any holes with more of the green juniper. Once you're done adding all your picks, fluff it out so that it looks exactly like you want to. Here are both ends, and this is how it's going to lay on the table. I wanted to make sure to show you that because, again, there's a reason to all my madness, I promise. But I absolutely love it. I think it turned out great. I went ahead and added it right in the center of my table with some silver candlesticks. This is not my final tablescape, but I absolutely love how nice and simple it looks because the garland is really the star of the show. It's very nice, lush, and very, very full compared to something that you would have bought anywhere else. As always, I do want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all of my upcoming videos. I also have linked down below all the ladies that are participating in the 12 Days of Christmas Crafts. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.